Hey, thanks for joining us today. My name is Mike, and we're spending just a few minutes every day, Monday through Friday anyway, listening to God. And hopefully you're listening to God on Saturday and Sunday as well. But on this podcast, we're doing it 5 days a week. And I got to tell you, this is so fun for me, just working through all this with you, what I'm personally walking through, and just really grateful to be on this journey with you. And what we're doing, we're walking through a little book in the back of the New Testament of the Bible called Philippians. Actually is a letter written by a guy known as the Apostle Paul. The title simply means that he was chosen by God to be his spokesperson in spreading the good news of Jesus around the world. And this guy was radically transformed, and he worked tirelessly dispensing the same kind of grace that he had received from God. And he writes a lot of the back half of the New Testament of the Bible, and all of it is in letter form. And most of these letters were written from prison where he was unjustly incarcerated for his faith. He starts the letter with these 12 words. Every time I think of you, I give thanks to my God. And we challenged each other to come up with a list of people that we could say that about and then let them know. So let me ask you, how'd you do? You know, gratitude is a heart changer, and relational gratitude changes families. It changes marriages, friendships, teams, workplaces. Keep that every time I think of you, I give thanks to my God thing going. Then today, Paul goes on, verse 4, here we go. Whenever I pray, I make my request for all of you with joy. For you have been my partners in spreading the good news about Christ from the time you first heard it until now. I think this is cool. Not only does he thank God for them, he also prays specifically for them. I'm finding that having people on a gratitude list is so good for my soul. And to also have people that I'm praying for, people on that list, it gets my eyes off myself. Now, you probably don't wrestle with self-centeredness, but I do. Oh, you do too. I find that taking time to talk to God about other people instead of just always bringing my stuff to him has been extremely life-giving to me. As I work down through my list today, in fact, just praying for people with all kinds of stuff going on in their life. A friend going through chemo, a few of them actually. Some friends trying to beat addictions. Some families with prodigal kids right now, mental health issues, relational struggles, people going through court battles, church conflict, financial hardships, people trying to figure out their future and they need wisdom. I mean, you name it. I prayed for that today. And because I can be a real airhead, when people ask me, hey, bro, could you pray for me? I usually do it right then. In my mind, at least, in the moment, so I don't forget. Or I put their name in my phone, so I will remember to talk to God about them. And this has just been a good practice for me. I can actually remember the first time somebody told me that they were praying for me. It was a college classmate. It was a guy that I played basketball with. I was 19 years old, and I was getting ready to preach in front of the entire school, professors and all. And I was stressed out about it, and my friend knew it. And this guy went out of his way to hunt me down in the gym and tell me, hey, bro, I just wanted to let you know that I prayed for you this morning. And he meant it. And I can just remember as a 19-year-old guy being overwhelmed by the fact that somebody had been actually talking to God about me. So who are you talking to God about? Who are you praying for today? Why not think through a list of people that could use somebody like you talking to God about them and do it today? Okay, I promise we'll go further tomorrow. If we don't, we'll be in Philippians for the next 10 years. But it seems like we blow by this introductory stuff way too often. We fail to stop and practice it. So I'm challenging you today, take the time to pray for people today. Thank God for them and talk to him about their needs.